It's Paul Waite, and he's the boy with all the toys, aren't you, Paul? And this is just one of them, a stunning, sleek-looking Evo 6, which Paul's going to tell us all about.
Yeah, it is part of the collection. It's a year 2000 Evo 6, which has been slightly tweaked to produce just over 330 horsepower by my favourite tuner. Hence, it's badged real power as opposed to bogus Japanese horsepower.
Now, you say slightly tweaked, but slightly in your books may be rather large in everyone else's book.
This is, in fact, the slowest car in my collection, yes.
But for someone else, it would be probably the fastest car they'd ever get to drive.
Possibly, yes.
Now tell us a bit about it then, Paul. What's under the bonnet here?
It's a 2-litre turbocharged 4. What we've done so far is a hybrid turbo, different exhaust system, decatted, and a different induction system.
So what's it like when you flat out on the motorway?
Oh, I wouldn't dream of going flat out on the motorway.
Tell us another. All right, then let's move on to this next little beauty here. We have the Integrale.
Yes.
Now, this is a firm favourite of yours, isn't it?
This is my favourite car, yes. All Integrales are my favourite.
Come on, give us some stats. What's the brake horse?
360 horsepower. It's certainly much quicker than Evo 6 A to B.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say it's the best handling car I've ever driven.
Really? And you've had this one a few years, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I bought it new, and if I can, I don't want to sell it. You know, if I can afford to hang on to it, then I'm going to keep it.
Do you tend to find that when you're in this car, you tend to find the rally boys would rather race you than when you're in something a little more prestigious?
It's a good question. Yes, this car, as opposed to any of the other cars, I do get a lot of challenges, particularly from Nova drivers, which is quite amusing.
But of course, you've got all these, the beauty about being in Lancashire is all the twisty, windy lanes and then the long motorways.
Yes.
So you really get to test the cars in this part of the country.
Very much so. Yes, it's probably one of the better areas in the country to explore the limits of your car, let's say.
Yeah, we would say. Okay, now let's move on to number 3. And what an awesome machine this is. And there's only how many?
In white, currently, there are 5.
My goodness, 5 in the world. But just tell me one question. Why is those two facing front and this one facing back?
Because in my opinion, this car has the prettiest bottom of them all. I think it's really stunning from the rear.
It is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Those twin exhausts. What kind of speed have you had out of the Testarossa?
I've actually had it flat out, of course, on a private road. But this is the Koenig version, so it exceeds 200 miles an hour.
How do Lancashire people react when they see this coming down the road?
The best reaction of all is in the Ferrari, because 99% of the time people are pleased to see it, and I get smiles, as opposed to driving the Porsche when people don't like it at all. Connotations of yuppies, I think.
I can imagine. But when you're actually driving it, is it very luxurious, or has it got that perfect combination of luxury and the sporty?
I wouldn't say it's luxurious at all. It's very, very sporty. It's quite hard suspension. But it's the engine notes. I have a very good ICE install in this car, and I can honestly say I've never had it switched on because I have the window open just listening to the exhaust. It is stunning.
They do make an incredible sound.
Yeah, hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
Now, Paul, I've noticed that these cars all have one thing in common. And on the rear here, we've got all the number plates HSU. Now, what's this all about?
Yes, if ever, not that it ever happens, I'm chased by Her Majesty's Constabulary. The car they're pursuing is described as a high-speed unit, so I basically put them on to take the mickey.
Oh, you naughty boy. So, of course, here we have Paul and these 3 high-speed units, and thanks for that, Paul, and may you drive them and enjoy them for many, many years to come, when you're growing to an old man.
Too late, but I'm still 16 going on 60.
The man with all the toys. Thanks, Paul.
You're welcome.